I'm going to have to shield this because the avalanche will definitely KO from this range. I was able to tank one. So going for this big earthquake, what does it land? It does, and skadoosh, it takes out that Frostlass. So actually getting some use out of the earthquake there against what I don't necessarily recommend it, but I think it's just a fun team just to run in general. So visible Pelipper into Denene. She was a bad, nevertheless. Poke Trainer Ash here, bringing you some more GBL content, and then today I will be using a theme team. This theme team will be a triple safe swap theme team. So as you see here, I have all my whole team consists of safe swaps. Pelipper is usually a good safe swap. Snorlax is a good safe swap. Ingredient are all safe swaps. And as you also may notice, this is an ABB team. So basically, have Pelipper in the front, resisting the move counter, which Snorlax Ingredient takes super effective from. So today's team will be Pelipper in the lead with Wing Attack, Weather Ball, Hurricane, your typical moveset. And then we got Snorlax with Lick, Body Slam, and Earthquake. You probably want Superpower, but I just spiced it up a little bit by putting Earthquake on it. And then I got Gradient with a typical moveset of Bullet Seed, Crunch, and Body Slam. So I hope you guys had a good holiday, and I hope you guys enjoyed my last video. It looks like you guys did. I'll put up here. Thank you guys so much for the amazing support on a holiday. I really appreciate it. If you're going to enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Really helps the channel grow, and I appreciate all you guys' support. And let's go ahead and hop straight into the video. Alrighty, so starting off this video, I will say these are not in order. I mean, the first two are from the same set, but the reason why I had stopped doing them in full sets, and these are really just battle highlights. Reason why I stopped doing them in sets of because of stuff like this. See, my opponent's not able to attack. This happened to me all throughout yesterday of me trying to record these battles, so I had took a break. I didn't know what was typically wrong with the game. I just literally couldn't tap on fast moves or anything. So these are just some battle highlights. Just want to make sure that's clear, and I'll show you at the very end of what exactly I'm talking about. And I'm sure you guys don't want to see weak connection every 5 seconds in me and my opponent not being able to tap fast moves. But I put this first battle in here just to show you what a typical game would look like for me yesterday. So it looks like I'm not able to attack, and I think I fast moved an Outlet Charm. So you actually want to go Body Slam here because Crunch is resisted, of course. Actually, no, I didn't. They probably got another Charm in there, probably an Invisible Charm, I imagine. But let's see. So we got another Body Slam off, and then now we can go back into Pelipper and commit to the hard farm. They're obviously going to get off a move here, but that's okay. We can shield this up. Typically, Wigglytuff runs Ice Beam and Play Rough. So either move I would have to probably shield because Charm just does amazing amount of damage. And there's a Charizard in the back, and this opponent's playing out to the very end. Very props to you, dude, if you're sticking out to the very end, even though he was going to lose this. And GG's to my opponent. I think he probably could have had this if he was able to tap fast moves in the very beginning. GG's to my opponent. Alright, hopping into the next one here. So we got Pelipper into Vigoroth. So we have a counter use up front, so this is good for us. So we want to stay in this. And there's a Frostlass. And then now, this is what I'm talking about. Earthquake. Usually Superpower and Body Slam would be resisted, but since we got Earthquake, oh boy, we're going to be able to possibly land this. Let's go ahead and see. So I'm going for the Earthquake now. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to shield this because the avalanche will definitely KO from this range. I was able to tank one. So going for this big earthquake, what does it land? It does, and skadoosh, it takes out that Frostlass. So actually getting some use out of the earthquake there. But unfortunately, we are being able to get farmed down there. But it's okay. Pelipper can come in here and start loading up on some energy. So they do bank a lot of energy on that Vigoroth. I do have to keep in mind of that. And now they got a Jellicent as the last Pokemon, and now all this Jellicent really can do is go for straight Bubble Beam, and I'm going to try to go off these crunches ultimately as fast as I can, only because of I want to get these crunches off because I want to do more as much damage before I get debuffed. So they actually let that first crunch go through, even though it was debuffed. And then now I should be able to reach that crunch there. But I think I would have lost CMP tie, because I think Jellicent has a little bit more attack than Greedent does, even though they're both pretty bulky Pokemon. And then now able to get off this crunch here. Do they decide to shield? No, they don't decide to shield. Not able to KO. And I probably could go for a body slam here. No, actually I decided to go to a crunch in order to KO this Jellicent, but they actually decided to spin a shield. So I see the Swift swapped in immediately, and then I throw this weather ball, and then now they tank the weather ball. And wow, that was an amazing play on my end. I see that they swapped immediately, and I tapped on the charge move to force that CMP tie there. So very good plays on my end. I had to shield up one body slam, and then was able to tank a body slam. Now I'm able to go for this weather ball. I imagine they shield this. Let's see. Yeah, they do decide to shield this, and if they get a little too greedy, I would be able to get to the next weather ball. But they actually decided to throw energy, which is really good for us. Now I'm really close to this next body slam here. Yeah, two bullet seeds away, and they actually switch into Jellicent here. I think they may be 2 or 3 counters away from the next body slam. But fortunate for me, even though I am debuffed, I should be able to farm down this Jellicent with enough health to KO that Vigoroth. Let's see how this plays out. So just barely able to farm down before they get off the next bubble beam. And if you're going to get off one move, you definitely want to go for the crunch, even though it doesn't get stabbed, because crunch just does a little bit more damage. Even though body slam does get stabbed, but GG's to my opponent. Alright, so hopping to the next one. So we got Pelipper into Ninetales. A visible Pelipper into Ninetales. And then now I'll switch into Greedent right away. So with the Safe Swap team, everything's really a decent matchup because it's a Safe Swap team. So able to go off this crunch here before they get off a Bubble Beam, which is good for us, because most Jellicents are running Bubble Beam. But since this they did have a Jellicent on Safe Swap, this could have Ice Beam. But let's see what my opponent decides to do here. Now we do get off 2 crunches before they throw a move. So as you see, there's a lot of stuttering here. This has just been happening to me a lot. I'm very sorry. I really can't control this. Just really got to fix their game. So able to sneak in a fast move there, which is good for me. Able to get them one back, and they actually throw a Shadow Ball. So very interesting here. So I'm building up some residual energy since I know they have Shadow Ball and Bubble Beam. I'm able to overfarm just a tad bit before whatever comes in. I'm able to throw moves. So able to go for these body slams here. The reason why I'm going body slam here because it gets stabbed, and I know I'm going to be able to get off multiple of these before my opponent is able to farm me down. But this looks like this Lapras, it looks like it was running Frost Breath, so very interesting. I probably don't have the Elite TM to spin on the Lapras, which is okay. So I will be shielding on one of these weather balls, and then I will be building up pretty much to 2 body slams, so I will be able to take this weather ball, because Snorlax is a pretty thick boy. He's pretty thick. So able to get off this body slam here. And this won't be enough to KO from this health range, but able to get off this next one here. Yeah, like again, this does not enough for KO. And now I'm able to come with my Pelipper and just commit to the farm right before they get to another move. And there's a Lapras in the back, and I should be able to get to this Hurricane. Actually, it looks like I was kind of swapped there to catch a move, and that's going to be a good game to my opponent. I think it takes 8 Frost Breaths to get to a Surf, I think. You can correct me down in the comment sections below. But this is typically not a good matchup for Pelipper, Alolan Ninetales, only because it's Charm variant, and Charm does so much of Pelipper because Pelipper is super, super glassy. So I will be building up to an Earthquake and then going for 2 body slams here most likely. They get a Charm in, which is not good for us. But at least we're able to get off 2 body slams here before they're able to get off another move. I imagine they do try to shield this and try to preserve switch advantage here. Yeah, which is they do. And now I can come in with, probably come in with Gradient, and yeah, I come with Gradient to soak up some of this energy since I already know what their first Pokemon was. And they actually come back with the Talonflame. A very interesting choice here, because now they're going to be switched in, switch locked in here with my Pelipper, and I will be shielding this up since they are switch locked. They're probably going to go for a Brave Bird since it was probably a mistake on their end, and then I actually wanted to throw that this weather ball a little bit quicker, but actually able to get it off. That could have been very dangerous if they would have shielded that. And they actually come with a lonely Ninetales for me to farm down. And there's a Mandibuzz in the back, so actually able to go off this Hurricane. This is going to do a lot of nice neutral damage. Look at that, almost half health on this Mandibuzz. So this Mandibuzz looks like they're getting a bit greedy with their energy. So I am going to make it to this next weather ball. I'm most likely getting a shield. There it is. And it looks like they're still getting a little greedy. It looks like they're trying to commit to the hard farm. We'll be getting off this next weather ball and then switching right away into my Greedent, since I do recognize they're trying to farm me down. Able to win TMP tie and get off this body slam, and that's going to be a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Yeah, as you see, the State Swap team actually does pretty decent without like a lot of lag and so what. I don't necessarily recommend it, but I think it's just a fun team just to run in general. So Visible Pelipper into Denene, switch right into my Greedent. As you see, you can switch into Greedent or Snorlax here, depending on whatever you think you feel comfortable with, because we're trying to beat out a counter user, which is the Vigoroth is right here. And this is the battle I'm talking about for the very end. I mentioned in the beginning of the video where I lagged a bunch, and you're gonna see here. I don't think it really would have mattered for this battle, but you'll see what I mean. So they get an extra counter in, which is not optimal for us, but I should be able to get off probably another body slam. Let's see. No, since they got an extra counter in, not able to get off that body slam there, which is okay. We can come in with Pelipper here, and we should be able to shield up one and then be able to shield up one, take one, and we're able to wing attack down. Now we did sneak in a wing attack there, so which is very good for us. Probably able to farm down. Let's see, and the game actually works. So they're actually able to get off another body slam here. So we will be shielding that up and then able to farm down the Vigoroth. Now let's see what they decide to bring back in. Yeah, definitely the Denene. And I'm probably going to build up to an Earthquake here. Let's see what I decide to do. Because imagine landing an Earthquake on Denene. It would be very fun. To actually switch into their Talonflame here. And I did throw my body slam out of poorly timing. I should have waited out that center right there, but Water also lost CMP tie. And this is what I'm talking about. Not just able to tap my fast move there. Weak connection. I would have been able to get off another body slam there, and it probably could have changed the game. And look, and I tapped the weather ball, didn't register, and then it made me throw another fast move. But other than that, that's a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Now you see what I mean with continuous lag. So if you went ahead and enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Really helps out the channel grow. I really appreciate all you guys' support, and I hope I can bring you some more fun teams like this. I'll see you in the next video. Poke Trainer out. Bye.